laughing out loud.
Yes.
I think she's listening.
She's already said that I have a good face for radio.
Right.
So the
anyway.
insults just keep coming.
She did say also.
Yes, she did.
So, Lana, y'all listen in Great Falls? How long have you been listening to AFR there?
Years.
Yeah, because we've been on the air, 20 years or more?
Yeah, years.
Yeah.
Years. Used to listen all the time. Working now, so I get to hear in the morning and on my way home. And then it was super exciting. We were on our way here. I took a picture of the radio station. I'm like, we are listening to AFR, and we are on our way to AFR.
Well, we welcome anybody who listens to come by and see us when you're traveling. If you're traveling our way, we'd love to have you come by our studios and see us. Just need to let us know in advance. We don't really like surprises.
Right. Because we actually will do background checks. Now, I will say about Ted and Lana, we have not done the background check yet. That has led to some problems when they get off the air.
Is that why there are 2 officers out there in the hallway?
There will be a couple of FBI agents waiting. And no,
Right.
No. We do check just to make sure you're not running from the law when you come by here.
Not that we know of.
Yes.
So, Ted, what do you do there in Great Falls?
I work for the city of Great Falls, building maintenance.
I got you. So, and Lana, what do you do?
Yeah, I also work for the city of Great Falls in the public works area.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, what is the temperature today in Great Falls, Montana, Ted?
I haven't checked it today.
What would you guess?
I'd say it's probably by 9 o'clock. Maybe it's in the high 50s.
Oh, gee, the high 50s.
Brag about it.
Yeah.
Probably get to the mid 70s today, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. But when does it change? And when does the winter hit?
Sounds hot.
Any
Well,
minute.
you know what?
The
word any minute. The word winter is kind of relative, isn't it?
It is.
To all of us.
On the first day of summer, we had snow.
And you mean just a few days ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have 2 seasons. You've got winter and August the 5th.
Really, we have winter and we have road construction. That's our 2 seasons.
That's good. Oh, man. So, how long are you from Montana?
Yes.
Lana? Grew up there?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, we both did.
Well,
What do you think about people coming from like California who are moving to places like Montana? Are you guys aware of people in your community who you go, you're not from around here, are you? Is that kind of a big thing, like they say in Idaho and Montana?
It is. What we always say is, don't bring what you left there here.
Yes.
that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't Californianize our Montana.
Yeah.
I would probably say to them, don't bring your nutty liberal ideas here.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
That's another way
But
to
that's a nicer way of saying it. So AFR, Great Falls, we've been on the air. So JJ's been there, and there's a lot of great listeners.
Yeah. I don't think JJ actually expected us to take him up on, I'll give you the tour if you come to AFR. He said, look me up when you get there. Like we weren't going to really show up. And here we are, and I mentioned it, and he made good on his word.
So you drove?
We did drive, yeah.
Oh, you drove?
You drove from Great Falls to Atlanta?
Well, we started out at the Ark Encounter. That was one of
Okay, you
our
drove
bucket
to
lists.
the Ark Encounter from
Yep.
Montana.
Yeah, and then from there to Atlanta.
Okay. So would you have to go through like Des Moines, or where did you go?
Well, we
Chicago?
No, I tried to stay out of Illinois
Yeah, you
as
get
much as
carjacked
possible.
there.
Yeah. So no, we went through South Dakota and then down along
Wyoming.
through Omaha and
How long
St.
a
Louis.
drive? I know you probably had plenty of stops, but roughly speaking,
It was about 18 hours to Omaha, another 12 to Ark Encounter.
wow.
18 hours to Omaha from Great Falls?
The West is really big. People just have no idea. When they come from Europe to visit, they're like, okay, well, we landed in New York. Tomorrow we want to visit, Disney World. Then the next day after that, we want to go to the Grand Canyon. I mean, this is really what people, and then they have no idea how vast the country is.
By the time we get home, we figure it's going to be around 1,500 miles. trips that we planned. Atlanta, we had to be there. Ark Encounter and AFR. We planned our trip around that. You guys are our heroes.
Well, bless you.
Well, we just ask you to set your sights a little higher, but we do it. We thank you for the
Yeah,
compliment.
absolutely. So did he win your son? Did he win the carpentry?
He didn't win. No,
What did he place?
he did. He placed 23rd out of 45.
Hey,
Yeah.
23rd out of
Middle of
40.
I think it's funny. It just briefly, just mention. I mean, he doesn't even like carpentry.
No,
And so you said something funny about why he got into the competition.
Yeah. Well, he was on a team that built a home in Great Falls for like the neighborhood housing project, and his instructor said, "You really need to go to the competition for Skills USA. You need to go to the competition. You know, it's in another town." It's like carpentry. And I really don't. Yeah.
He doesn't even like it.
No, he doesn't like it at all. And
So y'all made him do this?
oh no, he did it to get out of school for one day. He's 17.
Smart kid.
That's right.
He did it to get out of school, and he won the state championship, and here we are.
Yeah.
this is you won the state competition. Now we got to go to Atlanta.
Right.
Now we have to go to
He's
Atlanta.
probably like, I can't believe I won. Now I got to go to some national thing. I should have sandbagged it. Anyway, so one other question: what did he build there in Atlanta? When they give him these materials, boom, you got to build something. What do you make?
It's kind of a mock house, I guess.
Okay.
You build a wall, and they just want to be able to show your skill level. So you had to use some steel studs, you had to use some wood, and he had to do a hip roof, which he'd never done before. And he had to figure that out on the fly, how to notch the rafters and all of that. And that cost him some time.
That cost me.
Yeah, I would
As a hip dude, I just want to say we have a hip roof in our house.
Right.
I have no idea what that meant.
Yeah.
Hip roof.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening and praying for us and just stopping by to see us. We love all our listeners, and
We love you guys too.
thank you. That's Ted and Lana, F.A. Fallat, right?
Yep, FALLAT.
Great. Seriously, when is the best time to come to Montana to enjoy the outdoors?
February.
It depends on what you want to do, I
You
guess.
know, Lana, I don't get the sense that you're telling me the truth on February to ask a Southern boy to come up to Montana.
Come see us in February.
Okay. But probably September, October is beautiful, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
September is probably one of the best months because we get the Indian summer, so
Right.
but not
It's still
really,
warming
yes.
up during the day and cool at night. I got you. Okay.
Well, it never really warms up. It never really.
Yeah.
It,
Not like-
it cools down.
So when y'all leave here, you headed back? Because you might as well hang around here for 3 more days. We got 105, 104, 103.
We're going to make a quick stop in Memphis, and then we're on our
I got you.
Ooh, Memphis.
Quick
Okay.
stop in Memphis, okay?
Yeah, the last 2 days we'll be doing that 18 hours to get home to
Yeah.
be back to work on Monday.
Yeah. All right. Well, God bless you. Safe travels. Thank you. Appreciate you coming by. All right. You're listening to today's issues on the American Family Radio Network. Thanks for listening, Dave. For Chris,
Yes.
bring on to us the news.
All right. Let's begin with some breaking news out of New York, where Daniel Penny, the Long Island man charged in that subway chokehold killing of a homeless man named Jordan Neely. Daniel Penny pleaded not guilty this morning to criminally negligent homicide or manslaughter charges in Manhattan. This is that incident that played out several weeks ago, where you had the guy on the subway train threatening people, and Daniel Penny, a former Marine. There's not really a former Marine.
They don't like you to say that.
A Marine who acted as a good Samaritan and stepped in to protect people, put the guy in a chokehold. He ends up dying. And he gets taken to court on that, where again he's pleaded not guilty. I do have some audio from former prosecutor Jonathan Fahey, who was on Fox and Friends. He told Fox and Friends that Penny should not only be set free, but that he would never have even been charged here if there weren't such defund the police efforts there in New York. Clip 4.
If you really look at this case, and at least based on my understanding of the case, Mr. Penny was stepping in as a good Samaritan to protect himself and also people on that train from danger by this person, Jordan Neely, who has, I think 40 prior arrests, who is acting irrationally, threatening people, and he stepped in to try to help them. And these charges were only brought after there was public outcry, the protesters and things like that, sort of part of this anti-police movement. So hopefully, the jury will see this for what it is, which I believe is really just a politically motivated prosecution, which we've seen a lot of that from Alvin Bragg.
Now, Alvin Bragg is certainly someone we've talked a lot about on this show based on his soft on crime policies there. But if you're just now joining us, Daniel Penny once again has pleaded not guilty to these charges. The case is going to continue to play out in court.
And I'll just say this one other thing, and then we can move on. Part of what's happening in our country is that because of cuts, for example, in big city police budgets, and because of the fact that a lot of prosecutors, some of them, a good many of them, George Soros funded, who are not prosecuting a lot of these crimes, you have crime getting out of control, and the burden of self-protection is falling on more and more Americans themselves. So what's so absurd about this situation is because New York City is failing to protect its citizens from guys like Jordan Neely. This guy should probably have been locked up and you throw away the key, or he should be in some sort of an institution if he was having serious emotional issues. Because they're failing on their job, Daniel Penny was forced to step in. And that's happening more and more around our country. I think that's only going to escalate.
Or people are going to say, I don't want
That could be.
I don't want to get involved because look what happened to the Marine.
Yeah.
He's trying to help people.
ちょっと今日時間出るの遅かったから10分からくらいオーバー15分くらいオーバーしてるから。
In New York City, I know there are a lot of good things about New York City, but the reputation is people will walk right over you while you're dying in the street.
30分で
That's an exaggeration.
30分でクラス始まるから早めに。
I'm just thinking in terms of like the bodega with owner or manager. They wanted to charge him when he was defending himself. And the fact of the matter is, more and more Americans, at least like you're saying, Tim, at least they're having to make the decision. Do I defend myself? Do I defend myself?
That he was a white male.
Right, that's true.
I will say that Brooklyn, Mississippi is far more peaceful than Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
That's a country song right there.
It is. Forest County is nice this time of year. It may be hot, though.
All right,
go
ahead.
The White House press briefing, the latest one, has a lot of people talking this morning, not because of what Karine Jean-Pierre had to say, but her employee, Deputy Press Secretary Olivia Dalton, told reporters
This is her
yesterday.
moment.
Yes, this was her.
Because Karine Jean-Pierre is not available, so we send out who?
Olivia Dalton, Deputy White House Press Secretary.
Okay, and she's all right. And she's finally made her. This is her big chance. Right?
Yes.
What happens?
And reporters are asking her about the economy because prices are still high. People are struggling to buy food, pay for energy bills, things like that. And Dalton is completely oblivious to the problems. She actually says that people love Biden's economy. Clip 8.
When you ask people what they think about investing in our roads, bridges, and airports, when you ask people what they think about educating and empowering workers, when you ask people about how they feel about reshoring manufacturing jobs and investing in America, those things are incredibly popular. And we find that when we go out and we talk to people about it, they support Bidenomics.
You know what happened right there? And I don't blame her. Because that's your first time at the big show, right?
To my knowledge.
Olivia Dalton. I was looking her up here. See if they had a clip of, what she said right there. She pre-rehearsed that 25 times the night before. And she was going with that no matter what. They could have been asked about what do you think about the dark side of the moon. And her answer would have been, let's just role play right here, okay? Excuse me, what's your name?
Olivia Dalton.
Excuse me, Olivia. Can you comment on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon?
When you ask people what they think about investing in our roads, bridges, and airports, when you ask people what they think about educating and empowering workers, when you ask people about how they feel about reshoring manufacturing jobs and investing in America, those things are incredibly popular. And we find that when we go out and we talk to people about it, they support Bidenomics.
All righty.
Yeah.
Didn't answer my question, but I'll go with it. Go ahead.
I will freely admit I have used that same strategy around my house.
Right.
My wife says, you know, hey, did you do the weed eating in the backyard? I say things like, you know, lots of people really love our driveway and the way I've set up the kind of the landscaping on that. Yeah, but did you weed eat in the backyard?
Yeah.
And the side yard, man, that is to die for.
Well, bless her heart, Olivia there. You know, it's her first day.
Yeah.
I give her a break. But if she thinks that America's good with Bidenomics, she might want to go do some research on that. Because
There she is, right there.
because she has a pretty cool dress she's got on there. I don't know, what is that?
Dress or sweater or something, I don't know. Red, looks like a Rorschach test.
Listen, in fairness, I didn't hear her whole. She can't do worse than KJP. I mean, cannot.
She
do
didn't
worse.
refer anybody to.
Did she not refer anybody?
Not to my knowledge.
Because I think White House counsel, who Karine Jean-Pierre is referring every question to now, called her in the office and said, you know, when you go back out there tomorrow after Olivia gets through filling in for you, everything you say, I will refer you to. You got it?
Yeah.
And Karine Jean-Pierre is going, I got it.
I got it.
I can do this.
She's doing it.
I will say,
Referring.
this administration is largely tone deaf on the economic problems. They're just completely ignoring it and want you to focus on other things, because for the single mom out there that's trying to raise a kid and put food on the table and pay rent and all these other things, hearing sound bites from the president's spokesperson talking about paved roads is not helping her make ends meet.
Listen, it's one of those things, I think Ed mentions this from time to time, the old expression, what are they supposed to say?
Right.
And Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House spokesperson, and her assistant, Olivia Dalton, what are they supposed? They got to get up there and say, you know, you're right, the economy's horrible. And
Now, we all know it.
We're
we
still
all know
running.
it. And who's been in charge the last 2 years while this is happening? He's right down the hall.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so that's Olivia made her debut. We got to take a minute away, or we can take our short time out? Can we? Okay. Well, go ahead, Chris. Next.
Well, I will say, going off the economy here, last week the White House got ripped because they put out a graphic. They tweeted this.
30分しかないから、あと。
Inflation is half of what it used to be.
今日出るの遅かったから。
People were like, man, like, it's still bad. Like, they find ways to spin it, and then they expect the media, which is largely
早めに
to just do their job.
行った方がいい。クラスは。用意があるから。
One likes Biden economics, and I'll say it.
30分しかないよ。
If that many people are out there loving his economy, okay, why aren't there more signs and stickers with Biden 2024? When's the last time you saw Biden 2024?
気をつけて。
You're asking me personally.
忘れ物ないように。
I don't know the answer to that. But let me tell you something. My driveway is
The best driveway in the county. All right, let's go to a short break right here. Again, as every day passes, I'm thinking Mr. Biden is not going to be the presidential candidate for the Democrats. Nor is Vice President Harris. Probably going to be the guy in California. Gavin Newsom, the governor there. For better or for worse. Because everybody in the world knows that Biden is just not going to be able to hold up much longer, even in the state he's in. He's not. And then Vice President Harris is the most unpopular vice president in the history of our country. We'll be back momentarily.
What does the American American Family Association stand for? AFA aims to evangelize the lost and disciple the believer. AFA aims to strengthen biblical marriages and equip parents to raise godly children. These values and more are part of our mission to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. We also support the church. We want to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. Thank you for standing with us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tim Wildman, president of American Family Association and American Family Radio. Will our tour to Israel in March 2024, it's 80% full. So I'm thinking we're going to be, next 2 or 3 weeks, we're probably going to be out of seats. So if you want to go on this trip to Israel, go to the website twholyland.com. twholyland.com. That's in March 2024. It'll be my 30-something trip, 30th trip or so to Israel. As a guide, I learned from my dad several decades ago in the 80s. And so my wife will be going, my 2 sons will be going, Wesley and Walker. So we're going to host you as we travel to the land of the Bible, where Jesus walked. So for more information on this March 2024 trip, go to the website twholyland.com. twholyland.com. We'd love to have you with us.
Hello, Americans. I'm Todd Starn. Stand by for news and commentary next.
My goal as a teacher is to impart knowledge and then be able then for them to take it and turn it into wisdom. As we teach, I think, 5 years down the road, how will the material that I am teaching them really affect their lives and their careers?
Hi, Todd Starnes here. Truett offers biblically centered degree programs. Check out truett.edu/Starnes. Boston had its Tea Party, and New York just had a pizza party. A one-man revolt against the New York City Department of Environmental Protection. They drafted new rules that would declare war on coal and wood-fired ovens, essential to the creation of the best pizza known to mankind. Environmentalists say pizza joints are hurting the environment and they must reduce emissions by up to 75%. And that news led one man to stage a protest at City Hall. He hurled slices of cheese pizza over the wrought iron gates. Police showed up and he explained what the protest was all about, so they just let him off with a summons. Pizzeria owners say it's going to put them out of business. Now, to help folks south of the Mason-Dixon line understand the significance of what's happening, messing with a New Yorker's thin crust pizza would be like messing with the Tennesseans' biscuits and gravy. Somebody's nose is going to look like a giant meatball. I'm Todd Stearns.
This only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. Psalm 27, verse 4.
American Family Radio. This is today's issues. Email your comments to comments@afr.net. Past broadcasts of today's issues are available for listening and viewing in the archive at afr.net. Now, back to more of today's issues.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to today's issues on the American Family Radio Network. I'm Tim with Ed and Chris. Thank you for listening. Ed, if folks want to join us on Facebook, how can they do that?
Well, they can go to Facebook Live and search for today's issues and click through. If they want an alternative for a live video stream, you can go to our own streaming platform. AFA Streaming can be found at streaming.afa.net, streaming.afa.net, and you can watch the live video stream there as well.
I was trying to look and see, again, where it appears to me the heat wave is going to affect most of what I call the heartland. From, by heat wave, I mean 103, 104, 105 degrees the next 3 days.
When they have heat advisories, that's what we've got.
Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, looks like some of Missouri, Arkansas, and then the southeastern part of the country there. So that's what's happening with weather. But then it comes back to normal.
Yeah.
In about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So, all right. Alex McFarland joins us now from the Tar Heel State. It is the great state of North Carolina. Brother Alex, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing today?
Doing well. What's the weather today in your neck of the woods there?
Well, it's about 88 degrees, so I have to confess I enjoy the summer. I like hot weather.
Bless your heart in a good way.
Yeah, yes, bless your heart. We're with you, brother. Except for Ed.
Oh no, I do like warm weather now. I've kind of flipped away from. Cold weather used to be my favorite, and
Right.
this past winter I thought, what am I doing? I hate this. I hate being
I think
cold.
what happens is you hit the snap, crackle, and pop years of your body.
Yes.
And I